And welcome, JBA fans. My name is Hex, and this is the JBA Season 4 playoffs. We are here with the other quarterfinal match from the Alola division. We do have our winner, our runner-up of the division. I think that is Kyle of the Weschester Weaviles, up against Coach Leo of the New Zealand Zoroarks. And Leo, just since his return, a lot of solid improvement in his play overall, a lot of improvement in his drafting after fixing that knockoff issue by swapping some Pokemon around. He now has that Aromatisse that he's seen before, and it's just, his draft got a lot better after seeing that swap, and his play in general has been really good in general. I said in general twice in the last 5 seconds, so let's get this started. In the blue corner, we do have the Weschester Weaviles with the Landorus, Therian, Tapu Fini, the Yanmega, the Mandibuzz, the Darmanitan, and the Verizon up against the New Zealand Zoroarks in the red corner with the Porygon 2, the Thundurus Incarnate, the Slowbro, the Registeel, the Decidueye, and the Aromatisse. So, this matchup has always been really annoying for Kyle. I think he won the second one, but that's because his Mandibuzz got burned. If Mandibuzz can somehow avoid getting toxic, it's a pain in Leo's ass for sure. But if it gets toxic, it's an issue. Outside of that, Aromatisse could potentially be an issue for this particular lineup. His Fairy Resist is non-existent. So even if it's just a defensive Aromatisse, he doesn't really have Moonblast switches, and that will slowly whittle down his team. Especially with no Wish Passing this week, no Audino here. Verizon, on the other hand, is also a really key player to this matchup as well, mainly because Thundurus is obliged to carry the Hidden Power Ice for Landorus, which means if he has a decent amount of Spadef bulk in Verizon, he's not going to be doing anything unless he has V-Fly physical. He can easily scout that though with Landorus himself. So he needs to have Hidden Power Ice for Landorus, most likely, which means he doesn't have Hidden Power Flying, and he'd have to be mixed with Hidden Power with Flynium Z, and that only works one time, and if he fodders something off, then Verizon has an issue. Then Verizon can effectively wall Thundurus, because Hidden Power Ice from Thundurus is not doing that much, even at +2. Of course, he does have to scout for flying the Supersonic Sky Strike, but yeah, Z moves are not really an issue on Kyle from Leo's perspective, because Kyle chose Tapu Fini as a Z-Mon user, and not ideally the best. He usually wants that leftover, so it's probably going to be leftovers this week as well. It's going to be interesting to see what plays out. I like Leo's team a little bit better, but if Verizon can get some kind of setup going, could be an issue as well. It all depends on whether or not the Brave Bird from the Decidueye is there, or the Thundurus can save his Flynium Z if he does have it. So, without further ado, let's get this battle started, shall we? We're going to start off with the Landorus Therian into the Slowbro. Not an ideal matchup for either side. He's going to get a decent amount of U-turn damage as he goes through that Free Scald into the Verizon. He's going to reveal the leftovers and a decent amount of special bulk, because that did basically nothing. He's going to go for the Substitute here, preventing the potential Toxic. Going to get a Toxic on the Aromatisse himself, but the problem with that is that Aromatisse will have those 8 Aromatherapies. If Leo can use it well, he can definitely win that Toxic game overall, because I don't see a Cleric on Kyle's team unless Verizon does have Aromatherapy. He's going to get the first Heal Bell off. That's only 8 left. He's going to miss the Nature's Madness on that Decidueye. The Roost is pretty free anyways. He's going to get a crit on the Spirit Shackle through the Intimidate. Do a decent amount of damage to that Landorus. He's going to get a knockoff into the Slowbro, get rid of his leftovers. And now he's going to switch into the Mandibuzz on the Ice Beam. Not going to do very much damage at all. 30% is, I guess, decent damage for a Mandibuzz. But he's just going to switch into the Darmanitan, threaten out the Registeel with the potential Flare Blitz as he U-turns back out into the Yanmega. His bug switch-ins are basically P2 and Aromatisse, but of course he could easily have Tinted Lens. He does reveal the speed boost here, and he does a decent amount of damage to the Porygon 2 with the Bug Buzz, but not enough to a KO, so not worth losing the Life Orb. He's going to threaten out the P2 with the potential fighting move, but he's going to get a Toxic onto the Aromatisse, probably forcing him to heal, to burn a second heal bell eventually. He's going to substitute onto the Decidueye. Here's where we'll see whether or not we have a Brave Bird on the horizon, or the Spirit Shackle will break the substitute. If he stays in here, he has the potential Brave Bird, but he is going to scout that into the Mandibuzz. Fortunately for Kyle, he will get that Nasty Plot set up, so he's going to get up to +4, and we're going to have an issue on our hands. It could either be passed to Aromatisse, which is actually an issue considering if it is just a bulky Aromatisse at +4, since there's no Fairy Switches, that would do a lot. He's going to go into the Thunderous, however, going to go for the +3, +4, +2. Hidden Power Ice, of course, easily taking out the Landorus. Unfortunately, the +4 Hidden Power Ice will not take out the Virizion. No Flying Z here, and he's going to save himself in the sweep with the Stone Edge. His Virizion is low, but of course he does have the Synthesis. Registeel doesn't do too much, except Curse. No phasers, 2 phasers on his team. Actually, he could go for the Whirlwind right here. We'll see if we reveal the Whirlwind. No Whirlwind, so that's going to be an issue. This Registeel can just sit here. This Foul Plays are not going to be doing anything. He has to go into Tapu Fini and Haze here now. If he does have it, hopefully he didn't go for a Thunder Punch. No, he didn't. He's going to go for the Curse, Nature's Madness. No Haze either, so this is going to be a big issue for Kyle. The Registeel is going to get that +6 easily. If he very well wants to. He probably could have gotten a hit there. He didn't really need to go for the +6. He was already at +5. He is going to go for the Rest, however. But, of course, in Misty Terrain, Rest is not an option. He has to wait that one more turn. He has to go for Rest here. Unfortunately for Kyle, he's going to get the low roll, or potentially mid roll. I don't really know. He didn't kill the Registeel with the Surf there, which means that he's going to get that Rest up. And it's just going to be a matter of how many Nature's Madnesses can he land and hopefully try and kill and maybe get a low enough roll before he Sleep Talks into. There's their first Iron Head. He does survive it. Probably would have been better off if he didn't survive it. Because that means he could have gone into Darm and potentially killed at 25%. Even at +6, it's still a Darmanitan. He's going to go for the second Nature's Madness. Hopefully he can get, if he dives to an Iron Head here, he can get into the Darmanitan and hopefully salvage something, but he's not going to die on that Sleep Talk, which means he's going to get another Rest off. And we're going to have a slow, hopefully not catastrophic ending to this game with the Registeel right here. He is going to go down to 26. If he kills him right here, that would be ideal for Kyle, but he's just going to hard switch into Darm here on the Rest again. He probably could have. Then he'd have to risk Darm taking a. He does have the Occa Berry, so the first hit is going to do basically nothing. That also means, yeah, there's the Iron Head into the Darmanitan. That's going to do a lot of damage. He's going to go for another Curse. So with the Occa Berry, the Flare Blitz only did 10%, which means it wouldn't have killed even at 25%. He's going to get the Iron Head off right here. He's going to go for the Flare Blitz, hope for a crit. He has a 23% roll. He might finally be in range of death after losing 2 Pokemon. The Bug Buzz is not going to be enough. He's going to lose his Yanmega too. The Foul Play will be the final thing to take him out, but now he has basically nothing for the Aromatisse. This Toxic War is basically lost on the side of Kyle, and Leo can just send in Aromatisse eventually, heal Bell off his Toxic Mons, and just spam Moonblast and eventually win. He probably could have done that with Thundurus in the Nasty Plot pass to begin with, just a fat Aromatisse with Moonblast. That probably would have just swept through his team right there. But he does have the substitute preventing the Toxic, so he might have the opportunity to stall out. But it's going to be a very tough sell because it is a stalling out Virizion with 2 8 PP moves up against 4 Pokemon. I don't think it's going to happen, folks. It's just going to be a slow, methodical death right here. There's the Aromatisse. He's not going to be able to get Toxic behind the substitute, but I don't think it really matters. He's going to go for the Stone Edge. It's going to do basically nothing. He's gonna throw up the Wish. He'll eventually go for the Heal Bell, heal his Toxic Mons, and we'll have a basically stalemate where Cal is eventually just gonna die to just PP out, struggling at this point. Leos basically have this in the bag. I don't see any way he's gonna break through this Aromatisse right here. Decent enough planning on his part, but with the sub special defense Ryzian, but really comes down to he's never really had anything to break through Aromatisse. Good prepping on Leo's part with the Cursed Registeel, of course. Unfortunate that Cal never got the ideal situation to hopefully dismantle it, but that's the game we play, of course. He's gonna slowly get whittled away by all of these Moonblasts, and we're gonna have an unfortunate final eventual death for, yeah, he's gonna switch into the Mandibuzz now. Gonna go into the Decidueye, sure, why not? Nasty Plot, okay, he'll eventually Nasty Plot into the Aromatisse, and we'll have something of value. Yeah, so Baton Pass into the Aromatisse, nope, into the Slowbro, why not? Sure. He's gonna get Toxic, and gonna Slack off, and we're gonna keep at this pace. I'm pretty sure Leo's Super 1 at this point, but yep, the +2 Slowbro will take out the Mandibuzz with the Ice Beam. The first one did about 30%, the second one would do about 60%. And now we have the final stand. He's not going to be able to stall out 4 Pokemon. I don't see an obvious break, but he will stall out the Slowbro with Toxic Stall. But the Aromatisse, on the other hand, has Heal Bells, and yeah, it's just not going to happen. He's going to, I think, Wish Protect. I think he's revealed the Wish Protect Heal Bell Moonblast. Pretty standard Aromatisse set. He's going to Heal Bell his Toxics, and that basically, I'm pretty sure, has no hope of winning past this point. He doesn't have enough PP to just like sit there and stall. He has Toxic here. But yeah, Stone Edge APP move. Stone Edge, I think, is his only offensive move. Yeah, Sub-Toxic Stone Edge and Sub-Toxic Stone Edge and the Subsister and the friggin' Synthesis. So yeah, he's not going to be able to stall this out. It's just going to be a very long, very methodical, very drawn out, very boring ending to this game. I'm very sorry, folks. Sometimes you gotta eventually wait till Leo realizes he's super duper won, and win with the Aromatisse eventually. So, aside from that, that's going to be it for me, basically. My name is JBA, signing out, and I'll see you next time. I'll probably just speed through the rest of this battle. I don't know how many turns are left, but yeah, Leo's for sure have this. Eventually, Cal's just gonna let him kill him, eventually. But yeah, I'm signing out. See you next time.